Hello everybody, my name is Junior and welcome back to another episode in our hardcore Minecraft world. And we've officially surpassed 300 days since the last episode. You may notice why I'm on this big glass platform. This tiny glass platform technically. Well, we're in the middle of the sea. We're actually not too far from base, which is quite nice. You might see this big stone building down by here. And what we've been up to since the last episode was I built this gunpowder farm. And we did it all on a stream. We collected the materials up and then we built it. And it literally, I think it took us about an hour to do everything in total. And so actually I've been AFKing for an hour. So let me fly down and show you guys what we've been collecting or how much we've actually gathered. I'm hoping it's a good amount of gunpowder. Because you saw in the last episode, we had no rockets left. Like zero. So I had to literally make this as soon as possible, and I thought doing it on stream would be perfect. So we got a few more creepers dying. Let's just see how much is in here. Oh my days, that is a lot of gunpowder. I am taking literally a full inventory with me right now, and you can literally keep the rest. That's insane. I can't believe how much gunpowder we've got. I am super impressed. That's really good. That's gonna be super helpful for us now with the we're just playing this world. So yeah, I am super happy with how that farm turned out, and it was super easy to build, and I'll actually link the farm in the description down below of this video as well. So before we carry on with this video, I'm just going to put a bunch of this gunpowder in a chest by here, and then we're going to run back over down to our little sugarcane plant that we've sort of been just building on, and I'm going to gather all this up. So I just sprinted through really quick and broke all this sugarcane, and we only got about 5 stacks because I think most of it just fell into the water. So I'm going to gather it all up and we'll head back to base now. So we got about 5.5 stacks of sugarcane, and if I check, we should have a little bit of paper in here. Do we have any more sugarcane? Oh, we have another 2.5 stacks in there. Awesome, and that should be about it. Let's grab the rest of our gunpowder and let's turn all this into paper. So we got 2 left over, and we just pop that back, and then let's just sort of turn all this into rockets, and we're gonna have a full inventory of rockets now. And we've actually got a full shulker box and an extra 38. So we got a stack to fly around with now, 38 and a full shulker for our rocket box. And I've still got 2 pieces of paper left. I'm gonna put them back, and we've still got all this gunpowder in here. Oh my days, that farm is insane. But we definitely need a more automatic sugarcane farm. So while we were streaming, like I said, it only took about an hour to build that farm and gather up all the materials. So for the rest of the time of the stream, we actually started prepping for this episode, and I did a little bit of terraforming, and that's pretty much it, all we did. And so this is where we're going to be working today. If you've seen the thumbnail and the title of the video, we'll be working in this whole area, and I put the path in, and I did a little bit of the groundwork. I'm digging out, and look at this area. It's quite a big area. We're going to be building a lot today, and I'm looking forward to seeing the final result in our world. So you can see this path connects up, and it comes all the way around, and it leaves this big open space in the middle. And this, you'll have to just wait and see in the future where that goes. And then down here, you'll have to see where that goes in the future. And there's so many like off points where it goes, like you don't know where that's going. But we know where we're all putting all this stuff today. And I also dug this room out just over here. So we got this room. And this is where we're going to be working next in the next few seconds, actually, once we grab a few materials. Because we're going to be putting a honey farm in there. We obviously got our one little bee nest over there that's manual. But we're going to put automatic in here. Because obviously with the new Copper Golems, as we have updated as well, updated to 1.21.10. So I've managed to update a few of my mods. Just mainly the ones that we need, you know, like flashback or free cam or just anything kind of like that. And also shaders, I think we've upgraded and updated as well. So that means we got things now like copper golems and the shelves. And also you'll see the dyes look kind of weird now as well. So my plan is we're going to build the honey farm first, and then that'll start producing honey for us. And then we build the rest of this village up, and then we can use the honey on certain copper things that we're going to put in this village. So let's go get the materials for the farm, because it's super simple. Just need a little bit of redstone, some mud, flowers, and bees. So I gathered pretty much every block that we needed except for sticky pistons. I had 5 slime from trading with a wandering trader, but I needed more. So I've had to fly all the way out to the swamp that's like 3,000 blocks away. So now I just gotta wait for nighttime and wait for all these slimes to spawn to kill them. And I think we definitely need to set up a slime farm in the future, because we start building these farms now as we progress, when we need a lot more slime balls than we currently have, which is 0. Right, so I got about 2 stacks and 4, which is... we only needed 3, but thought maybe it'd be handy to have a bunch more for the future, you know, so we haven't got to go back and forth for a while. So, got all the materials gathered now. We haven't got all the bee nests and beehives we need. We actually need 2 more. So, but these should be good enough now. We got 6 out of the 8 that we need. So, let's jump in here and let's start by simply, we're going to place down the collection point with the chests and then the hoppers that will run all the way across, connect like that. And then we've got to set up the actual point for the bees, you know, to collect the honey from these flowers by here. Get rid of them. Now we've got to set up a little 3x8 little stone platform going across. Then in front of the flowers, we're going to place a row of glass. So it's actually a 2 gap. And then a row there. And then also I'm going to put a row behind the mud, so we could put our bee nest on in a second. Then we're going to put a second tier row up here. And then I'm going to put backwards comparators all the way across, so I could detect what's actually in the bee nests. And then I'm going to put a row of stone in front of that. And then we'll actually cover all this in redstone all the way across up here. And then we're going to put 2 rows of stone going across like this. And then the other row has to be stone slabs, so the redstone can still connect. So I actually forgot to craft dispensers, so we have to go to a skeleton farm to pick up a couple bows and then craft some dispensers. So I'm actually going to break this row of stone and then we'll put it back in a sec, but I'm just going to put a bunch of upside down sticky pistons right here. And then in front of those, I'm going to break this stone row as well. And then next to them, we're going to put down facing dispensers. And then we can place it all back in. So put a little staircase so I can get back and forth, because I actually have to cover up this side by here. And then on top, I think we're pretty good for the second being. Actually, we could put these walls across like this. And then all we gotta do on top is place 2 rows of repeaters, just like this. And then redstone connecting it all up like that. And I think that's everything. We're actually going to make a few shears. Let's make 8 for now. Let's put 1 in each. And then if we ever need to, we can always just swap them out with bottles as well. Actually, I've got 32 iron, so we might as well make another 8. And all we got to do now is grab all our bee nests, and we can start placing them right in here. And we're going to have to breed them up quite a bit as well, because we don't have enough bees in here. Need them to get out of the way though, so I could place them in. Let's go grab our dandelions. We could just click across wherever they are. And hopefully they start making baby bees. So that's the farm setup for the most part. I'm just going to keep breeding bees, and I'll add in 2 more beehives in the future as we get more honeycomb. And that's all of it. That's how the redstone looks. And we can get to work now with building the actual copper village. First things first, we actually need to collect the blocks for it now, which I think we literally have like 90% of the blocks already in our storage. So we got a tiny shulker mess set up for our village, and this is pretty much most of the materials we're going to need, except for I'm waiting for these 2 trapdoors to oxidize. This is taking forever, but we're just going to get on without them, and we're going to actually build the first building, which will cover up our farm. And let's see how much is produced so far. Oh my days, 3 stacks already. That is awesome. Nice. And yeah, let's get to work on building the first house of our village. So the first building is complete in our village, and here it is looking quite good, I would say so myself. Just as a building alone, it already is starting to make up of the village and looking great. And I added some foliage around this side, and we're going to expand this in the future. And I've put these lanterns around on the lightning rods, and I think it's just really cool and goes along with the whole theme of the Copper Village. And I've also put some foliage more on this side, and let me show you the interior of the actual building we've done. Obviously, this is the farm, so this is the honey farm. So this is mainly just a storage place, so a lot of chests in here, and just a little kitchen area, little desk and some paintings. And then we come back here, and then here's the actual farm where it's produced quite a lot, almost 5 stacks of honey. So I'm going to continue to let that work, and while that works, we're going to be building the rest of our village now, which we're going to build a house here, and then we're going to put a couple other things in, which you'll see now. And this trapdoor still hasn't oxidized at all. But let's get on with the time lapse. And the village is almost complete. I say almost because I have to show you something in a moment. Right, we come to the start of the village, or we come from this way to the village. And we got this big cart set up, you know, bunch of storage and stuff, whatever it is bringing along the journey. Mind the shulker box, we come along here, we got this nice copper edge down sort of dry well kind of thing is what I've gone for, which I think looks super cool. And then we come along here, we have our first house on the right, we come up in here, and we got a nice little kitchen, some bookshelves, a bed. You'll see what that does in a sec. And we also got a balcony so you can see out over the rest of our world. Then across the road we got the next house, and it's sort of got like a nice little gardening section out here. I really love how this looks. I'm a big fan of all this kind of like the carrots and the glowberries and everything. And then coming into the house then, this is actually a 2-person house. So we got 2 beds, little kitchen, some more bookshelves, some shelves, and obviously a bunk bed like. And I also put this divider in, so like you can come in and there's sections off different parts of the house. And then obviously you saw this house with the bee farm, and let's see how much the bee farm has produced. Okay, we are not gonna have to worry about honey ever again, and I need to check that the shears, they're pretty much like full durability, so there's no need to even worry about them either. So coming back out, you can see I've done all the foliage as well. I've added all the grass in, all the different flower patches. We got tulips, we got dandelions, firefly bushes, and there's a bunch of different other ones as well. Another cart, but this one's transporting crops, and also has a little crop station by here, and that's right in front of this big open space with leaves. And that's why, because we're going to turn this into a wheat field in a sec. We're going to get to that in a moment. And I thought that would be perfect to tell the story of they are transporting crops back and forth from here. We keep the foliage going along the way of the path, and I've also done the dirt thing with the rooted dirt again, like I did in the last village we built. And I see a few patches I already need to fix up. Also did this really cool thing with the bushes and the resin. I went to collect some more from the pale oak forest, and I think it looks really cool adding that along on the moss blocks. I just love how grass and flowers and trees looks in Minecraft, because this whole like incline is like really cool, because I built a couple of these trees and it all goes up along the path here, and everything is decorated from all angles taken in mind. And we got some more lighting as well, and obviously this path comes along, and you can see I built a massive tree as well. This is not my tree, so I gotta give credit to Fwip for the tree, because they did an amazing job. And I'm really bad at trees, and I need to get better at it. But all I added was this little chain by here for some better lighting, and a spore blossom, so we got all this nice green little effects around the village. I also added a bunch of these leaves around on the floor, which I think are perfect. Some more firefly bushes, firefly bushes. More patches of flowers, different flowers. There's the odd ones thrown about, and then there are actual like dedicated ones, like we have this blue one by here. And then there's a little bit of a bush patch and a bit of an orange tulip one here. So yeah, that's pretty, I think that is everything in this village. We built quite a lot today so far. And now all we need to do is get on with building a field. Now here's the field, and it's all put in, and it's gonna be looking really good once it's all grown. And so what I want to do now, I'm gonna get my axe out. We're gonna go head into this first building and see this copper block. I'm gonna fully deoxidize it, and I've got a carved pumpkin. I'm just gonna pop it there, and look, we got a little copper golem dude. We got the copper chests, and I have no idea how any of this works. And I think maybe if I... Oh, where's he off? No, don't leave. No, no. I wanted him to... Basically, what I wanted to do is collect the honey from in here and place it... Oh, welcome back. What are you taking? And I wanted to put it in these chests. So, is there a way I can do that? Do I have to swap? Maybe. Does hoppers go into it? If I borrow your chest, copper friend, and then I take these out, and then I put it there, and then if I take all this, and then I keep a little bit, and I put it in here. Oh, he's going after her. Will he be able to get to her? Oh, he's looking in there. He's holding the honey. This is working so far. Oh, he's opening the chest. And he just put a bunch in there. Okay, so if I close the door, will it work then? Yes, he opens the door as well and puts it away. So that is honestly going to make life so much easier. So I haven't even got to look at this room ever again unless I need to put shears in here. I can literally just come here and it's going to be in these chests. And I wonder if I put it in all of these chests, will he just fill it all up like that? Or just let him do that over there? Then we're going to come into this house. And I'm going to deoxidize these two cow pumpkins on you. And these dudes could just sort of chill you. And oxidize possibly until they turn into statues. I'm not sure what we're going to do with them. But we'll just see how it goes. Because we've got a couple of them now. And here's the fourth final one. And here's his house. Got a lovely balcony with a view as well. And obviously they all live in here now. And we sort of just let them do their things. If I come back in here... Oh. They're struggling with the trapdoors. There's a slight problem. This dude's like, he's just giving up. He's just staring at the wall. I don't know where this guy's trying to go. Let me just help you, buddy. Oh wait, there's another one in here. Where's this guy? What's he doing over here? You have to visit the other golems. He's having a copper golem meeting. Oh, it's just so cool. We're just watching him go across the street. Where's he going? Oh, he's going up the steps. Oh my days, that's amazing. And he's just closed. That is... Oh wait, can he get back up the stairs? Oh wait, he's trying to climb the lantern. Can they not go upstairs? He might not be able to make it back to his chest. It doesn't really matter because he doesn't need it. That's gonna be... So he's just gonna be chilling in his kitchen from now on. Unless he decides to go back and forth. And these dudes in here are still chilling. Maybe I should get rid of these trapdoors. I'm thinking possibly, yeah. Or maybe we simply just get rid of the one row. Honestly, that opens up... That makes the room look a bit better. So I'm just gonna just check them up there. And there we go. They're actually going out and about now. Oh, this guy's going over here. He's going to check out the farm. Oh, they're both doing it now. Does that mean we could get both of them working? No way. We get both of them to collect honey and put it through. Okay, that's amazing. And now where's the... Is the other guy still in his house? Nope. He's disappeared. Uh-oh, where's he gone? Is he in the house across the road? Oh, they're both in here now, just chilling. Okay, cool. Yeah, these copper golems are super fun. I really love watching them do their little job. And it's something that they could just do now forever, hopefully. While we get on with building the rest of this world. And hopefully this field will grow. And I'll probably show you when it's fully grown in the next episode, because they look really cool. So I figured out a quick fix actually for this, and it was the issue of there's two copper golems trying to go in and out at a time, and they were both getting stuck at the door, just headbutting each other, and it was funny to watch, but also it slows down the whole process. So I thought I'd just double door it, and I sort of made this little arch, and I did some trapdoors, And it's quite funny watching them go through this because it's like the perfect height for them. And even though it's a bit awkward for me to get to, it just makes it amazing to watch them go back and forth. Oh, and by the way, the field has grown, and it honestly, somehow, it just makes everything look so much cooler and just ties this village all together in such an amazing way. And if you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, join the Discord server, link in the description down below. Follow me on Twitch if you want to see us gather materials and prep for episodes and a bunch of stuff like that. I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye now.